Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for joining the Community Ledger. Today, I wanted to jump into or dive into an oldie but goodie. This was a video that Kevin O'Leary did on CNN where he spoke about democracy, and he spoke about how people are not necessarily comfortable about with regards to how Kamala was installed. And it's just an interesting conversation because there are a lot of people on the panelists who felt like this is something that Americans just don't care about. Which we see was not accurate. But like I said, it's an oldie but goodie. Please just watch it, and I want to know your thoughts.
Because I watched like you did yesterday, and something hit me pretty hard. Only 90 days ago, Pelosi went to Biden and said, you need to step aside, and convinced him to do so. He made the decision, and he did actually ask her, and we've now learned this, is she the right person to drive this home? He questioned that. He could have said, we need to run a process in order for me to make this move. But they decided not to. I don't know who they is. Was it Obama? Was it Pelosi? I don't care who it was. In stock picking, just listen to this analogy. And you may agree, you may not. 88% of managers, because this is the world I live in, cannot beat the S&P year in, year out. So you give them $1,000, the S&P beats them. They can't pick stocks. This is the second time the Democratic Party has circumvented democracy and chose.
That's not true.
Yes, it is. Hillary
Clinton
was chosen, and she had Bruce Springsteen too. And what happened to her? And now we've chosen.
Kevin, Hillary Clinton won a primary. Okay, she won a primary. You may not.
Nobody
like
could compete with her, even Bernie Sanders.
She won a primary.
Okay.
First of all, that's the first
so
thing.
So did Kamala Harris win a primary?
Listen, we've talked about this before.
What's wrong about talking about it tonight after what you just saw?
Do you think that's really what matters to voters?
Right now.
How many Democrats wish?
Your whole shtick has
Hang
been,
on a second.
let's talk about what matters to voters. Do you really think voters care about the internecine primary process?
If you're a Democrat, you sure as hell care today.
I know that you are from Canada, but the primary process.
That's why I'm perfect for this. I have no skin in the game other than to get a great president.
It's not in the Constitution. The political parties can choose however they want to choose their nominee.
Right.
And as long as they meet the legal deadlines in the states where they are on the ballot, they can do it however they want.
But I
they
just
can decide
want to be transparent. Yes, I was born in Canada, but
December 2023 just handpick somebody.
Just to be transparent, I was born in Canada.
It's a Democratic Party process, not a Democratic.
No, but my kids were born and raised in Boston. All my investments in the United States. I want the president, whoever it is, to be a winner.
You're describing something as undemocratic that has absolutely nothing to do with the democratic
And this
process.
is why
And so you see that there. This is very interesting to me because according to Kevin O'Leary, it was not a democratic process to install Kamala. And now you saw Gabby Phillips and all of the other people on the table state and pretty much, oh, that doesn't matter. That's not a part of the Constitution. The primary or holding a primary is not a part of the Constitution. That is correct, right? However, when you install someone against the will of the people, you have a Kamala Harris situation, okay? So, and they did interviews on this very, very early on. A lot of people stated they were not comfortable with how she became the candidate. Even the Obamas, I don't know if you guys remember, but even in the very beginning, Obama stated that he, I guess was proud of Biden for stepping down and doing what was best for the country. However, he was hoping to see a primary. Okay. And then shortly after that, we had Kamala. Right. And so a lot of Americans were like, well, wait a minute. We didn't pick her. And the crazy thing about it is that even when she was in a primary, she did so poorly that she had to drop out. So even back then in 2019, nobody wanted her. And it was almost like they knew nobody wanted her, but they didn't really care. So there was like, okay, yes, we know that she's not going to make it past a primary, but she's who we want to be the president. So we're going to just install her, and then we're going to prop her up, and then you guys are just going to vote for her. And a lot of Americans felt that that was kind of shady. They felt that was really shady. And because the truth of the matter is, we haven't seen anything like that happen before. You know, even with the Bernie Sanders and Hillary Clinton situation, yes, we knew that they wanted Hillary Clinton to be the candidate, but Hillary still won a primary. Okay, she still went through the debate process. Kamala didn't do any of that, and had she done that, she wouldn't have made it. Okay, as you can see now, the woman can't hold her own in terms of interviews. She can't do a debate that's, you know, not rehearsed months in advance, so she would have never been able to pass the primary. However, they installed her and lost in just a crazy, abysmal manner. Now, the lady next to Kevin O'Leary is sitting here saying, do you really think Americans care about the intricacies of a primary? Yes. Yes, they do, okay? Because a lot of Americans feel like this is a democracy. I need to have choices. That's what a democracy is about. As much as people don't like the fact that maybe Jill Stein or RFK or Cornel West ran knowing that they couldn't win, they liked the option, okay? Because there are a lot of people who were not fans of Trump and they were not fans of Kamala and wanted options. And that's what it's about, right? That's a democracy, to be able to have options. But the Democratic Party was like, no, we're not giving you no options. We're giving you Kamala, and that's it. And the American public was like, okay, we'll pass. We'll pass. And now they feel away. And now they're like, how could this have happened? Oh my God, it's white women, it's black men, it's Hispanics. Oh my gosh. And it's just wild to me that even in this state, they're refusing to hold a mirror up and look at their own party. And another thing that I find fascinating, just fascinating, is the fact that it was the Democrats and the liberals who claimed that Trump was hate-filled, that the Republican Party, the MAGA movement, is a party of hate, right? It's racism, it's anti-American, it's anti-democracy, etc., 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 etc. But if you go on social media right now, the only hate and vitriol you will see is coming from Democrats and liberals, okay? Losing their minds. The amount of women that I have seen go on TikTok and wish others death, okay? Death. I hope all black men die. I hope all Hispanics get deported. Crazy talk. How can you wish death on someone because they don't vote what you want them, how you want them to vote? That is insanity to me. And you see it all over the place. You see on The View, they're talking about, uneducated white women. And you see, Joy Reid, it was Hispanics who did this. Like, you guys are the ones who are divisive. You guys are the ones who are constantly spewing hate. You guys are the ones who are trying to alter a democracy and compromise a democracy. Like, how is it that you guys are painting a crazy picture of all of these people who supported Trump and are Republicans and accusing them of heinous things and heinous sentiments, and yet you guys are the only ones on the internet acting a damn fool. Like, you guys are the only ones on the internet screaming and hollering nothing but hate and savagery on those who did not vote for Kamala. And I just think that is fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. I know so many people who voted for Kamala. Do I wish death upon them? No. Like, that is crazy. That is crazy. And these people think that's perfectly normal. Like, that's perfectly normal. Yeah. I mean, like, people are like disowning family and friends because they did not vote for Kamala. That is psycho, right? That is psycho. And so I'm thinking to myself, you know what? The Trump supporters are the sane ones in this scenario. Like, these are like children who are just throwing tantrums and are just crazy because they didn't get what they want. And it took 72 million people, 72 million adults to step in and be the adults in the situation, okay? They had to come in and say, listen, somebody's got to be an adult. Somebody has to be an adult. Okay, we're going to have to do something about these borders. We're going to have to do something about this inflation. We're going to have to do something about all these transgender surgeries. We're going to have to change it up. Okay, no matter how many feelings we hurt in the process, we're going to have to get some order up in here. Okay, so 72 million Americans decided to be the adult in the room. Okay. And so that is how you have Trump in office. And, I liken it to a father in the household. Sometimes daddy don't come in and say what you like, but daddy gonna make sure you get what you need. Okay. So I feel like that's how Trump is leading. Like, I'm gonna be the man. I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna take care of business and I'm gonna get things right. Now, do I think a woman could lead? Absolutely. There is no doubt in my mind that a woman can lead. Obviously, mothers raise children by themselves. Mothers are the heads of households, and mothers are, CEOs and business owners and make incredible strides in regards to leadership. Absolutely. I just don't think Kamala was the one to do it. I don't believe that Kamala is a good leader. I don't think Kamala's a good person. But nonetheless, about 72 million other people agree with me. So what I was seeing, they saw too. And I find comfort in that. And so, like I said, it's going to be a wild ride these next 4 years. And the truth of the matter is, if the Democrats don't get their shit together, they're going to lose in 28 also. Okay. They're going to continue to lose elections simply because they can't just take a step back and reevaluate. Okay. What are we missing? Where did we go wrong? What could have been done better? I mean, that's just to me, that's just simple problem solving. Like, and they literally refuse to do it. And so it's like, okay, just keep doing what you do, because come 2028, you're going to lose again. I don't know who's going to be the Republican candidate, but keep doing it like you've been doing it, and you're going to lose again. And you know what? That may be necessary, okay? Because things have gone so far off the deep end to where this country is not even recognizable, okay? It's not even recognizable. And so everything happens for a reason. And so, there you have it. You have Kevin O'Leary saying things are looking crazy, and y'all think people don't care about what's being done, but they care. And the proof is in the pudding. But what say you? What is your opinion? I would love to hear from you and get your opinion on, is installing someone and the Democratic Party just putting someone in place for you to vote on democracy in your eyes? Even though a primary is not necessarily a part of the Constitution, is it something that you feel as an American you should have a say in? I would love to hear your opinions. So again, if you enjoyed this commentary, please do like, share, and subscribe. My name is Andrea Banu, and this is the Community Ledger.